MLB spring training is in full swing, which means it's time to talk about top prospects and their card market. In this video, we're going to cover some 3 headlines that are coming out of spring training for some top prospects in baseball. Now, I do want to preface as I'm making this video, this is not meant to be taken as financial advice. Of course, I'm not telling you to go out and buy their first Bowman autos, to go out and buy their Bowman Best autos or Bowman Sterling autos or anything like that. This is meant to just bring some, of course, some coverage to some top prospects in baseball. And of course, for you to have some knowledge as you head into if you're heading to card shows, you're buying cards online, to maybe see if you want to potentially buy or sell your trading cards if you have these prospects. But again, not financial advice. And I will also say it before we get into the video as well. It's been a while since we've talked about some prospecting here on the channel, but those are some of my better performing videos. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, to sit down, going over top prospects, what their cards are looking like, anything like that, please feel free to leave a like and comment down below, because my idea is to bring this out, or bring these type of prospect roundup videos once a week. Of course, we're in spring training. Spring training is very long, but a lot of news comes out with these prospects, if they're top prospects or maybe some lower end prospects that people are not really talking about. Because of course, you got your Roman Anthony's, your Kristen Campbell's, your Max Clark's, your Dylan Cruz, your James Wood. They're not really prospects anymore, but they're highly touted rookies. But those are the names that we hear about a lot when it comes out of spring training. So if you guys even want like lower tier prospects, I can cover that too. So again, if this is what, interests you, you do enjoy the type of content, please feel free to leave a like and comment down below. And if you guys haven't yet, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, because that's a free way to help support me, as the push to 1,000 subscribers is coming really, really soon. But with all that being said, let's start talking some prospects. So let's first start off with some unfortunate injury news coming out of Twins camp. Emmanuel Rodriguez is out with an injury again, and I say again because you can see here where he ranks up on his injury. So the Minnesota Twins second ranked top prospect is out with a left ankle sprain, delaying him for about 2 weeks. This adds to the hand injury suffered in 2020, knee sprain in 2022, an abdomen injury in 2023, and a thumb injury in 2024. His first Bowman Chrome autographs have been averaging from anywhere to $40 to $50 according to Card Ladder. So they have dropped significantly, because if you go back and look at earlier prices when the cards were first coming out, they were over $100, and they have dropped tremendously. I did put some of his numbers here so we kind of get an idea of what he's looking like right now. If the dude could just stay healthy, the power numbers are immaculate. You can kind of see here already has an on-base percentage of .459, slugging at .567, OPS over 1.026, and ISO over 287. Of course, that's what he did in the course of a full MILB season. And you guys know, if you guys go back and watch any of my old videos or any of my old prospect coverage, you guys know that I talk about ISO a lot. I love ISO. It's isolated power. Truly sees what the true power is of that player. And anything over 200 is above league average, or above just it's a number where you like to see. Anything below that 100 is kind of a little bit scary when it comes to power. But 287 for an MILB season is impressive. We see the WOBA 460, BABIP 407, and WRC plus at 184. And of course, the hard hit percentage, he's hitting the ball extremely hard at 45.5%. That means he's hitting the ball over 95 miles per hour, which we're also going to talk about a player who's been hitting the ball over 100 miles per hour after this. The only thing that's a little bit worrisome when it comes to Rodriguez is the K percentage. Even though it was a little bit of a short stint, again, only 30 plate appearances, 40% is a little bit of a big number. But even with that, we kind of see here already with an A ball, he was pushing 29, 30%. And double A was pushing 27.5, so nearly 28%. So a lot of swing and miss when it comes to the K percentage, but can translate that to also some walks. 23.3, again, I know it's a little bit of a short stint. 25.1. So you can tell he just loves to swing the bat, but when he connects, he connects. But when he swings, when he's chasing, swinging, and missing a little bit, it's a little bit worrisome. But unfortunately, Emmanuel Rodriguez is out with the injury. I haven't seen any updates there as far as if he's going to be expected to play in some spring training games. I would hope so, at least maybe get his feet wet and then head off to AAA, then maybe a call-up with the Minnesota Twins. But unfortunately, he joins the list of very injury-plagued Minnesota Twins team. Speaking of a player that hits the ball hard, that is going to be Jack Caglione from the Kansas City Royals. So it has been announced that Jack Caglione will focus primarily on hitting in 2025, and so far in spring training, it's already paying off. The first round draft pick had a max exit velocity of 117.3 miles per hour in the Arizona Fall League, which only 9 big leaguers had an exit velo of 117 miles per hour. Caglione is a non-roster invitee to the Royal Spring Training, and he's already showing off what he can do with the bat. He's already homered this spring and was done at 115.4 miles per hour and traveled at a whooping 435 feet. Only one Royals player hit a ball at 105 miles per hour in all of 2024. His first Bowman Chrome autograph, which you can find in 2024 Bowman Draft, has a 223 30-day average price up, which is courtesy of Market Mover. I'm not affiliated with Market Movers whatsoever. That is just the app platform I like using and looking at when it comes to 30 days, 14-day, 90-day averages, or even year averages as well. I'm going to be brutally honest with Caglione. I do have quite a bit of his inserts. I have already actually quite sold some of them on my eBay store. If you guys are ever interested in any of my cards that I'm selling and buying on eBay, my link to my store is down below if you guys ever want to buy some of the cards that you guys see me buy and or rip. I did also get a first Bowman Chrome Refractor PSA 10 graded and got that back in as a PSA 10. I bought it raw for like $10 and got it graded under a one of those PSA membership deals was $16. And right now, also a PSA 10 at just a Chrome Refractor is going from anywhere like $100-ish to $80 to $100. So his stuff is moving. Jack Caglione obviously is the big chase in 2024 Bowman Draft. It's going to be curious to see how his market moves because, again, like we just talked about, he is focusing primarily on hitting in 2025. Of course, he is a two-way player. That's what he's being promoted. If you look at his cards, it has first base and pitcher. I don't think if you have Jack Caglione cards, I would think maybe you have to really evaluate what more can he do to get his card prices higher. That's what you really have to do with these kind of, not just Jack Caglione, prospects in general. Look at their market, look at their cards. What more can they possibly do to get their card prices up even higher? So with Jack Caglione, is it pitching? Is it doing a two-way? And if you look at his college numbers, he wasn't really that good of a pitcher. So the fact that he gets paired to Shohei Ohtani is kind of crazy. I understand it, but it's kind of crazy. So if he does that, if he tears up spring training, if he gets a call up later in the year, I don't think it's going to happen. But if he tears up, through the minors, going through single A, double A, wherever levels he decides to go, or the Kansas City Royals decided to move him to, you have to really evaluate and think about yourself. Think about it to yourself. What more can they do? And I always like to tell people, you're never going to take a loss taking a profit. So, I mean, if you bought Jack Caglione cards on singles, got them in breaks, I mean, if you're making money, you're making money. So that's the way I like to describe it. You're never going to lose money making money or selling at a profit, I should say. So Jack Caglione, again, it's a fun, exciting player. Going to be interesting to see what else he does in spring training. But yeah, that average there is a little bit crazy in my opinion, but it's going to be curious to see what he does moving forward. And last on our prospect roundup here is Christian Moore changing positions. First round draft pick for the Los Angeles Angels. And our last prospect, part of our prospect roundup here, is Christian Moore changing positions. First round draft pick for the Los Angeles Angels in the 2024 draft. Christian Moore will start exploring playing third base this spring. Christian Moore is a 79th ranked prospect in all of baseball, according to Baseball America, and second in the Angels farm system. So it's going to be curious to see how this reacts to his card market. Of course, the Angels in good fashion love to move their prospects through the ranks very, very quickly, and we can see that here in his numbers. So, of course, he got drafted in 2024. Is in the Bowman set here, 2024 Bowman draft. And you can see here that he got moved up pretty quickly. They threw him automatically to single A, only played 2 games, had 11 at-bats, 12 plate appearances, hit 545, had 1 home run, and drove in 6. Angels saw that and said, well, that's good enough for double A. So they threw him down to double A. He got 90 at-bats, 98 plate appearances, had 5 home runs, drove in 14, and in the short little stint here, put up some pretty good numbers. Of course, the strikeout's a little bit high, but hit 322, had an 8.2 walk percentage, a K percentage. Again, we just kind of just hinted at that, pushing nearly 30%. On base percentage was sitting at 378, slugging is 533, OPS is at 911. ISO, again, we just talked about, again, short stint, only a handful of at bats, but with an ISO of 211. So it shows you that he does have the power. BAPIP at 429, WOBA 418, and WRC plus of 169. So you can see here his total stats here in the MILB. 101 plate appearances here, 6 home runs, drove in 20. I had a total cumulative batting average of 347. Again, the K percentage here, 26.4. Not that impressive, a little bit high. On base percentage over 400. OPS pushing nearly 1.00. ISO, again, is sitting at 238. So Christian Moore, I think, is a guy, it's probably one of the best bats in all of 2024 Bowman draft, in my opinion, and possibly one of the better bats in 2024. Maybe a little bit behind Charlie Condon, but that the third round pick. I'm sorry, not third round pick, the third overall pick. But I think his if he can get the call up to the Angels, granted it is the Angels, so not the best of the market, but of course everybody loves to buy into the hype. So if he's on the opening day roster, has a good April, we can potentially see these averages shooting up. Or if he gets to the call up and has a little bit of a struggle, maybe we see this dip a little bit lower, because he does have a 30-day average according to his first Bowman Chrome auto. Again, according to Market Movers, has a moving day average of $99, so essentially $100. And last sales were ranging from anywhere from $100 to $112. So you can see here the market is already kind of responding to this news. He hasn't played in some spring training games already, has put up some pretty decent numbers. So he's looked pretty well outside the batter's box. So Christian Moore, a guy you want to keep an eye out for, because I think, in my opinion, is one of the better bats in all of 2024 Bowman drafts. So be curious to see how his market moves moving forward this spring. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little prospect roundup. Again, I only covered 3 prospects. I didn't want to do a full list of prospects, because again, this is the test video here. And again, if you guys want to see this type of content moving forward, want more prospect coverage, want more spring training coverage, I could definitely bring that here to the channel. But again, you have to leave a like, you have to comment down below, and you have to subscribe to the channel, because that shows me that you guys want this type of content moving forward. So do all those actions, leave a like, go follow me on my other social medias as well. Links will be down in the description down below. My TikTok, my Instagram, my X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, because I am active on those. So if you guys want to talk some baseball, want to talk some wrestling cards, we do cover wrestling here. So if you guys want to do any of that, again, all my social medias are linked down below. I do thank you guys for watching this video and supporting the channel, and I'll see y'all on the next one.